welcome back. Tons of people every day walk through Larimer Square in downtown Denver, but few know the history of the woman who made it is what it is.
Yeah, preservationist Dana Crawford is who we're talking about this morning. Her contributions to Denver are being celebrated at Larimer Square this weekend, and that's why Steve Turner is here this morning. Steve is the director of the Dana Crawford Preservation Program at UC Denver. For starters, good morning, Steve.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about more about this weekend's events. What role did Dana play in terms of bringing Larimer Square to what we know it as today?
Yeah, well, actually, it's there just because of her. In the 1960s, we were really busy tearing down downtown Denver to try to reinvigorate it. We had 26 blocks that were going to be torn down, and Dana really single-handedly saved that one block for future generations of Coloradans.
And what was her vision for that area? What did she want to see it become? And this is not her only project, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. She's done projects all over, literally all over the country, but certainly quite a few in the city and in the state. But really her vision, I think, was she had gone to school back in Boston and had fallen in love with walkable brick streets, very, very, great environments just to hang out in. And she wanted that kind of environment here in Denver.
You talk about her like you knew her, and I know you did know her. You got to spend a lot of time with her. Can you just talk about what that experience was like for you?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing, I think people, you would guess this, but Dana was indomitable. And a friend of mine, Susan Barnesgelt, says that when Dana heard no, that just meant the person needed more information. She worked really hard to do what she did at a time when women were not in that business. I mean, she's doing this in 1960, and a woman can't get a credit card without her husband's signature until 1974, and Dana's doing development. So she was a real groundbreaker, both in preservation and women's rights in a wide variety of areas.
And when we think about her legacy in Denver, I mean, reshaping this place, when we think of Larimer Square, obviously it's such a huge part, but again, not the only place she impacted. She really has touched a lot of Denver.
Absolutely. I mean, if you've ever been to the Oxford Hotel, if you've had a drink in the cruise room, the greatest, I think, Art Deco bar in the entire country in the Oxford Hotel, Dana saved that. If you've been to Union Station, the Crawford Hotel, that's the same Crawford, and she really reinvigorated that part of downtown. She really brought the first lofts to Denver, to lower downtown. She developed something called the Edbrook Lofts. That was really the first example of that. And then that legacy, as I said, continues on well into all across the country and throughout Colorado.
Steve, before we let you go, can you just reiterate the events that are happening this weekend at Larimer Square?
Absolutely. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it's Dana Days at Larimer Square. It's in the afternoon, runs into about 6 o'clock at night. Again, Saturday and Sunday, and there'll be all kinds of activities, food, lots of fun things to do.
We don't always do this, Steve, but we're going to give you the opportunity to request a weather forecast for this weekend's events. Any particular request you have weather-wise?
I think some nice fall weather would be good.
You want fall weather this weekend in the middle of summer?
That might be steep.
Yeah, now you may be asking too much. Steve, thanks for coming on with us today.